Welcome back to Men of Steel. I'm your host, Matty Ice, and today, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they ate good. It was a messy one, but those carnivorous defensive players won out, got the job done. Men of Steel, Steeler fans, do me a solid and smash up that like button. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be reminded when my Steeler videos are uploaded. Two major injuries for this Pittsburgh Steelers today. TJ Watt goes out with a pectoral injury. Could miss the entire season. Also, Najee Harris. Early reports on the Najee Harris injury say that it is not serious, thankfully. But the TJ Watt one is the cause of concern for everyone in Steeler Nation right now. And the Men of Steel, TJ Watt, the heart and soul of this defense. The next man up method will have to go with him out. But it's going to be a rough go of it without TJ Watt doing all the havoc that he wreaks in the backfield. And won in overtime in a very fortuitous circumstance due to some kicks, due to some of this and that. The Steelers with 4 interceptions, 7 sacks, but a big loss for TJ Watt. Could be a season-ending injury with the pectoral muscle. Makes my chest hurt just thinking about it, and my heart. TJ Watt is the Tits McGee. As I said in this one, the keys to the game would be 8 turnovers, B field position, and 3 the offensive line. And that held true as we were able to squeak through with just enough. I could not believe it. Going to the fourth quarter, being in the San Diego area, they changed the game to the freaking Chargers versus the Raiders with as the game went into overtime for Pittsburgh. And I was like, are you kidding me? To be quite frank, I was livid, but it worked out in the end as the Steelers do get the victory. On defense, Alex Highsmith, Cameron Sutton, Hayward, TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, as I said in the preview of this ball game, that he was going to be a big key interception-wise, fumbles, blocked kickoffs. I mean, just hell. Pat Freiermuth on the offensive end, tight end, and Gentry as well. Both of those guys served as big targets and big plays for Pittsburgh today. You ever had an opportunity to do meditation and watch a football game? Well, let me tell you something. The Steelers were losing the ball game during this time, but I didn't blame it on the meditation. Even though the meditation didn't seem to help at the time, they ended up with the W, so maybe that was good in the end run. Oh!
Should have caught that one, huh?
He caught it. The guy slammed into it so very top ball.
Second and goal, 4 seconds to go, folks.
But hey, the Bengals, hats off to them. Great comeback. Boy, Jamar Chase, that gentleman is one son of a man. He's got obviously a great future. Burrow, a rough game today, but still got a lot of yardage. He brought them back. And they're always in the game. Even though the Steelers got the 4 interceptions, the 7 sacks, the Bengals kept coming back and really should have got the W. The Pittsburgh were very, very fortunate to get the W here. I think that ask any Steelers fan and they'll tell you that. So, Kenny Pickett, when is he coming in there? Dan Marino, the second coming of Dan Marino. Kenny Pickett, when are you coming? Hey, Risky Trubisky, Tricky Trubisky. You know, I got some other pet names for Trubisky today. Itchy Trubisky, whatever you want to call him, he did the job well enough tonight as the offensive line really did protect the quarterback pretty well. And Trubisky did a good job of getting rid of the football, making some plays with his legs on big third downs. Things like that. Trubisky is the guy right now to lead the Steelers because he's not going to F it all up too badly. At least not, he didn't do that today. And he got just enough for us to get into field position at the end of the game. Pat Freiermuth being big plays. Deontay Johnson as well, and Gentry and Claypool with some good plays on the ground and a couple on the receiving end. And just over and over, a good punt return by the little short guy. Didn't see him a lot today on the wide receiver end. Came with a big play in, I believe it's overtime on the punt return. Maybe it was the fourth key. Olszewski, I think is the name, something like that. But anyways, the dude is a nice little Wes Welker type of short guy that come in and make the fine catches. And today he delivered. a big spot there in the fourth quarter. Let's look at the notes, folks. Sorry, a little dark in here. As they're coming back, great touchdown reception from Boyd. They're about to come back and win this game. I'm going to be very depressed. Had a few beers, but Pittsburgh was winning, and right from the beginning, I knew those boys and those blue-collar folks from Pittsburgh were drinking the Orange City beer and having a good old time. And the Steelers had a great first half, and the second half got a little dicey, but we pulled it out in overtime, and that's the name of the game. So who we got next week? I mean, come on. A quick look at the stats here tonight. 23-20 overtime W for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. Mitchell Trubisky, 21 for 38, not great percentages, 194 yards. It's just no interceptions, only sacked only sacked once for 2 yards. QBR 47.2, rating 78.2, not great, but he did throw in interceptions, and that's what got us the W today, was winning the turnovers. As Burrow, 33 of 53, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 picks, sacked 7 times for a loss of 39 yards, rating of 61.7, QBR of 41.3. Pittsburgh leading rusher was actually Chase Claypool, 6 rushes, 36 yards, and we did not get a touchdown running the ball today, and we only got 23 yards out of Najee Harris. On the flip side, Pat Freiermuth on the receiving end, 5 catches, 75 yards, along with 31, had some big plays. Deontay Johnson, 7 receptions, 55 yards. Zach Gentry, 2 receptions, 40 yards. Chase Claypool, 4 receptions, only 18 yards. Najee Harris, 2 receptions for 3 yards. Got that big touchdown on the screen pass. George Pickens did have 1 reception for 3 yards and a big penalty in the end zone against the Cincinnati defensive back that got us to the 1-yard line. Let's take a look at some of the fumbles. Deontay Johnson had a fumble but did not lose it. Joe Burrow had 2 fumbles, 1 lost in this one. And the Pittsburgh defensively, Minka Fitzpatrick. I give you the game ball, my friend. As I just said it in my last video, he is the major key in tonight's game, and he delivered 110%. So, Minka Fitzpatrick tonight, 14 tackles, 10 solo, 1 interception, the touchdown 31. Cameron Sutton had an interception, TJ Watt had an interception, and Akelio Witherspoon also with another interception. And Gunnar Olszewski, very nice punt return in this one. He had 1 for 20 yards. I believe that came in the fourth quarter. Chris Boswell came up huge at the end. He did miss one at the crossbar in overtime, but he got another second chance with time completely running out the clock, and I didn't want to see another tie. Thank goodness. I hate ties. The big beast punter tonight had 8 punts, a little too many that I'd like to see. Kelly Witherspoon played great, 8 tackles. Alex Highsmith was all over the place today. He had 3 sacks today, and also tackles for loss 2. TJ Watt, 3 tackles for loss, losing him with the pectoral injury. We'll be updating on that later in the week, and hopefully we'll see TJ Watt back on the field this year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So let's just hope. Good play from Terrell Edmonds, 6 tackles, 5 solo. Devin Bush today, a couple solo tackles, 5 total. Arthur Mullet came with a huge sack down the stretch. Also, Miles Jack, very impressed by this young man. 10 tackles, 6 solo, just across the board in the defense. Couldn't be happier as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, as the Pittsburgh Steelers brought it absolutely all game, and we get the W today. So, looking forward into next week. The Patriots are coming next week at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Pacific, and this will be in Pittsburgh against the Patriots. Patriots didn't look so well today. After losing to Miami 20-7, can the Steelers take the momentum and beat the Patriots? You know the Patriots are going to be back at us, and the Patriots have had absolute dominance over us. The Brady era is over, so I'm hoping now the post-Roethlisberger era is over. The Pittsburgh Steelers will regain dominance over the New England Patriots for once in our lifetimes. Coming up after the Patriots, we've got the Browns, the Jets, and the Bills. Looking forward to a tough schedule. We're going to need to win a couple of these ball games to stay ahead of things. If not, it's time for Kenny Pickett to let loose as long as that offensive line is giving him enough time. So we don't throw Kenny Pickett to the Wolves. Let's make sure that the offensive line is established before we hand the keys over. But I like the way Trubisky played today. I was very impressed and hope to see more of Trubisky next week against the Patriots. Men of Steel, Steeler fans, do me a solid and smash up that like button. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be reminded when my Steeler videos are uploaded. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Hoot, hoot. Yeah, baby. 1-0.